Hello everyone, and welcome to another royal reading. And just before I start, I would like to thank you all for your support last year and for helping me to grow this channel. And I wish you all the very best for 2022, that I hope it is a very happy and a healthy and a positive year for all of you. So got that out of the way, and I am going to be doing a reading today on Catherine and her article that came out in the Daily Mail yesterday. And I think it was yesterday, it might have been this morning. And it seems to be a clap back at the very unpleasant rumours that have been circulating on social media lately. I have just done a reading on that rumour, the Rose Hanbury rumour, and that's in the previous reading, the one I've just done. And the article is allegedly about Catherine approaching her 40th. It is a very interesting article. It's exclusive to the Daily Mail, who of course was sued by Meghan Markle and lost that case, the Daily Mail. But Catherine has given them, insiders, people who have access to her have given very exclusive information to the Daily Mail, and including the fact that the allegations that Meghan Markle's behaviour made Princess Charlotte cry at the wedding dress fittings were broadly true. So it's confirmed that Meghan basically made Charlotte cry, and we can all infer from that made Catherine cry too. So that's been confirmed, and it's also very clear that William and Catherine are a very powerful couple, very committed to each other, very devoted to each other, very considerate of each other, work together very well as a team, very loyal, still very much in love, and all, in my opinion, and the opinion of lots of people on social media, a bit of a clap back to that rumour that could possibly allegedly be being spread by Meghan and her minions. Tricky territory, lots of allegedlys going with this. I am using the Muse Tarot for this reading. Haven't used it for a while. It's a very special deck. I use it only for very special people. I would say that Catherine is up there right now with what she has endured and the way she seems to be handling it, with a lot of grace, a lot of poise, a lot of courage, and a lot of hard work. So, a short reading, 5 cards. I'm going to be looking at the intentions behind that article, particularly intentions towards Meghan Markle. Is Catherine sharing an iron fist and a velvet glove? And is it a response to the Rose Hanbury rumours? And what the effect will be of this article. The Muse Tarot, it normally reads only in the upright. So if a card comes out, I try to keep these cards in the upright. If a card comes out in the reverse, that will be something quite unusual and significant. So let's see. Muse Tarot, the article in the Daily Mail about Catherine approaching her 40th and how she's hitting all the right notes, they said in the article, the headline of the article. And 10 of Cups is the underlying energy, and that is the happy ever after card. Sometimes over-egged, sometimes it's all a bit too much. Could be a little bit of that energy, but for me it is really quite genuine, this card, and particularly in this deck. As I say, very special deck. And 10 of Cups is very happy, the happy family, the perfect couple, the perfect everything. They really have got everything. Emotionally very fulfilled, family is very united, very together, and everything is really working very well. And I would say that that is absolutely correct in this particular case. So the heart of the matter with this article, 5 of Voices, which is the 5 of Swords, and it is about the conflict. I have a particular card to ask that, but it is because of all this trouble, that this is the reason why. It has a bit of the energy of the 5 friends going to People magazine and telling tales about a certain letter to Meghan's father. Not at all, of course, the same, but a similar kind of modus operandi that something needs to be told. Somebody needs to fight back about something. Catherine, of course, can't go and give an interview to the Daily Mail, but access granted people who have been told up until now to keep their mouths closed, finally being allowed to say something and to clap back. Five of Swords, it is that conflict, that never-ending conflict, and it's very interesting that there are two women in this image. It's a very unusual depiction for the Five of Swords. It is, of course, about mental conflict, mostly the Five of Swords. But to me, reading this card in this context, it's the fight between, the struggle, the conflict between two women. I was going to say both 40, but no, scratch that. We know that the one is very much about to turn 40. The other one claims to be 40. A very, very sketchy, I would say, claim. So, Catherine's intentions with the article was allowing people to speak. The Tower. Wow, this is tough stuff, this. Not an easy reading. The Tower is that bolt of lightning. Really, it is, I think she's just sick of the attacks that she's under, the constant attacks with the Five of Swords. The very concerted effort to bring her down, to knock her off her pedestal, to cause her harm, to cause her relationship harm, to cause her reputation harm, to really undermine her and destroy her. Very vicious attacks. And it's her response to them. To say, look how strong I am, look how strong my relationship is, and to really tell the truth, broadly true, that allegation that Meghan made Charlotte cry. Dreadful thing to do. She was 3 years old at that stage. Catherine had just given birth, was about to give birth, full of hormones, very, very difficult. Prince Harry marrying somebody that nobody liked in the royal family. Awful situation to be in. Absolutely awful. She's had enough. So her intentions very specifically towards Meghan Markle. Wow, look at that. That is such an interesting card. Major Arcana, like the Tower is Major Arcana. I'm the boss. I'm taking charge. I'm the leader now. I'm in control. You are not going to undermine me anymore. You are not going to spread lies and rumors about me anymore. I am in charge. I am, and it's quite interesting. It's not musical notation down at the bottom there, but it looks a bit like it, doesn't it? Those little figures look like notes. And she is really strutting herself, that Emperor. It's a very female deck. This is just why I use it for women. Female Emperor, a leader. I'm going to be queen one day. You're not. I am in charge. I am coming into my power, my authority. I have plans. I have organization behind me. I have leadership qualities. I am in control of the situation, and you are not. She really has decided to step up and to push back. She really has. And if I were Meghan Markle, I'd be shivering in my stilettos right now. And so the hidden energy in this reading, was this inspired by the Rose Hanbury rumour? I think a lot of yes answers already in this reading, but was it inspired by it? I do think so. I do think so. The Six of Emotions, the Six of Cups. And I say that in particular because that card came out in the Rose Hanbury rumour, a reading that I have just done. Exact same card came out in the exact same place. And tarot does like to do that when it really wants to make a point. We're talking about friendships that go back a long way. I think Catherine and Rose Hanbury have known each other a long time. William and Rose Hanbury have known each other a long time. Harry and Catherine have known each other a long time. We're talking about old friends, old people who have been couples for a long time as well, coming off that Six of Cups. So it's sad for Catherine. Catherine looking back and thinking, I was friends once with Harry, never with Meghan Markle, was never friends, will never be friends with Meghan Markle. But she was best friends with Prince Harry, you could almost say. They were happy together for a long, long time through their formative years when they were all growing up. She knew him when he was a teenager. He was a boy. She knew him basically still. And the hurt that this has caused her by this person from her past, from her youth, that is prepared to undermine her, to spread these rumors. The Five of Swords, it's communication, it's nasty, it's ugly communication, nasty messages, hurtful messages, of course. So the outcome of this article, Tess is having a little bit of a twitchy dream, nightmare, and so hence the huffing and puffing and shuffling in the background, fast asleep but twitching and upset. She's also upset. And the outcome of this article, this pushback, what will it be? Well, it's going to push the author of all this misery into exile. Permanent exile, I would say, with that Five of Materials, which is of course the Five of Pentacles. It's the outcast card. You're exiled, you're cast into outer darkness, you are impoverished, when you are cast out like that, you no longer have access to the inner sanctum, to the abundance, to the warmth, to the family, to the group. You are left out in the cold, and you feel it. You feel it financially, you feel it in your bones, you feel it. It's a nasty place to be. Megan is being shoved out, Prince Harry is being shoved out too, I would say. And it's very clear. 2 5s in this reading. 5s are change. That instability, after a long period of stability, there is change. Catherine has had enough. She's had enough of this energy. She's taking charge. She's making it very clear that she's the one who's happy. You can see how the energy matches here. She's the one who is happy. She's very sad about the past. But the people who have done her harm, who are trying to do her harm, are going to feel the pain now. And they will feel it for a long time, I think, with that card. You don't get shoved out of the Five of Pentacles and then the next day get welcomed back in. So it's going to be a long journey back. If one of those people who's being pushed out ever wants to come back, the other one will never be welcomed back, I would say. So, all allegedly. Let's throw another allegedly in there at the end. And so that's the reading. Thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow.